Hi everybody, it's Marianne here, and I am at the Marianne's Bakery and going live. So if you're here, if you wouldn't mind um, letting me know that you are here. Hi Lori, and that and where you're from. And if you're watching the replay, could you please, if you don't mind, um, hashtag replay. That would be wonderful. But I'd still like to know where you're from. That would be wonderful. Even if you're watching from here in town, if you could just let me know that you're here in Sudbury, that kind of thing. So that would be great. Now, I'm going to see if I can pull up the, I suck at this. Okay, just give me a sec. See if I can pull up on my phone and go down here. Let me see here. Home. Okay. Oh, there I am. My goodness, that's kind of scary. Alrighty. Hi guys. Yes. Oh yes, Ottawa's represented now. Yeah. Okay. So, if I miss any, can you hear me? Okay. Is it loud enough? Let me know. Where did I put? Make sure it's up here. I think that's as loud as I can make it. Is that okay? Hello, Pauline. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm very nervous. So, as you can tell from my post the other day, yesterday, yes, Wales is represented. Oh, you guys are so good. Oh, I love you guys. Hi, Barb. Hi, Mary. Good. Thank you for letting me know that. So anyway, thanks to the coaxing of so many of you, I have finally taken the leap. Oh, hello from Tweed. I've taken the leap to do this online. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. And it's nothing hard. It's really, really easy. And it's all about having fun and just experimenting. I mean, when we were kids, we didn't have problems picking up a pencil and drawing this amazing, humongous flower, or hi Terry, or drawing a scene of the Alps, or any, our imaginations were so fresh and so we use them. We used our imaginations when we were little. So what I found from teaching, hi Amy, what I found from doing the paint parties was that so much we don't give ourselves permission to use our imagination. I've said it before. Oh, thank you, Susan. I've told you before that, when I was doing these paint parties, I had a lady who was probably 78. And she said to me, Marianne, I can't do this. Well, number one, you don't have to know how to draw to paint. And number two is she had been told in grade 3, I think it was, that she wasn't any good at art. And she never ever did it again. And that I mean, honestly, that breaks my heart, because we all have our own imaginations. We all have. Judy, would you keep howdy neighbor, would you keep an eye on the comments for me? I would really, really appreciate that, because I don't know how good I'm going to be at that. Thanks. So yeah, so that, I mean, how dare somebody tell somebody else that you're no good at something? No, you may not be the same as them, but that doesn't mean that you're not any good. And what we learn, what I've been learning over the last 2 years in the surface pattern design realm is that we all have our own style. And it doesn't matter whether it's in pattern design or it's in art or it's in drawing or my friend Kim, she has Farmhouse Craftaholics. You have to check her out. My sister Judy, she has Wyatt's Whatnots. My friend Jody, she hand paints on canvas to needlepoint. That blows me away. Mano, she has a quilt shop. So there's a whole bunch of you who, there's Justin, and he makes like great big gnomes. So everybody does their own thing, and it doesn't mean that you're not creative. Some people bake, some people make beautiful dinners, some people, hospitality is their thing. So we are all creative, and we need to dive into that a little bit more. So today, hello Maria. Oh my God, all the way from Sweden. Oh my God, I'm so tickled. Okay, now I'm really nervous. Hi, Denise. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to move it. Okay, so in behind me, you can see some of my doodles. All right. Some are plainer. Some are more intricate. And when I did my coloring book, a lot of my family said, I really like these, Marianne, but like they scare me. They make me nervous. They intimidate me or whatever. So what I did was some of them I did, like that one up there is very, very intricate. But then the one beside it isn't. Okay? So I did and this one's really not that intricate either. So what I did was I did a variety of different things to appeal to different people. All right. So, but maybe on when you open the book on a Wednesday, you didn't want to do that intricate one because it's like, okay, that's really scary and it makes me anxious, and that's not what I want to do. So you could do one that was plainer. So today what we're going to do is we are going to look at where to start. Okay. So we're going to do we're going to make marks. So don't think of it as a doodle. Don't think of it as anything else, but we're just going to put some marks on paper. How's that? That takes away an awful lot of the anxiety or the perfectionism. Okay. So perfectionism is something that I get stuck on. And I know that a lot of creatives are really, really perfectionists. So what I did was I got myself a book because I wanted to keep track of what I was doing for you guys. All right. So this book is 5.5 by 8.5 inches. And I just got the mixed media one. Now, I'm left-handed, so I really hate a bound book. So that's why I get the coil books. And yeah, Kim, you can do that. Making marks, that's all it is. So what I usually do is, this paper is a little bit rough on one side and it's smoother on the back side. So what I do is I start at the back of the book. And then what happens is the coil is always on my right-hand side. So it makes it a little bit easier for me to, the joys of being a left-handed person, right? So, yeah, I love making marks, no pressure. Yeah. And okay, so this is a really good example. This is a repeat pattern, okay? But look at, all that is lines and dots and dashes, so it doesn't have to be difficult. So what we're going to do today is I have a white eraser. I have a ruler. You don't need to have all this, okay? But I just want to show you. This is what we'll be using. I have 2 pencils. So I really like the ordinary HB pencils because they're easier to erase. The mechanical ones I find especially when you get them at the dollar store, they cut into the paper sometimes, and then they're a little bit harder to erase. But you know what? Don't worry about it. We're not going to worry about it. And then I have a pen from Creative Memories. It has a plastic nib on it. Okay, where do I show this? This way, okay? And what I like about it is it never squishes. Hey, Rhonda. And hello, Florence. Justin, I'm so happy you're here. All right, Justin Kraus. That's the one you have to check out to see his gnomes. They're amazing. So this is a plastic nib, but you can use a Sharpie. The only thing that I find is, and I'm not going to show you because I got in trouble the other day when I did it with Kim. So the only thing I can say is sometimes when you're using the felt tips, they kind of get bent over. And then they're not as good to use. All right. So Micron makes a marker, and it's called a PN. So a lot of times they come with like 01, 03, that kind of stuff on the top of the cap, like on the cap here. And the one that says PN means that it is a plastic nib. And then you don't have to worry about it breaking down on you if you're somebody who presses a little bit harder. Okay? So let me know if you are ready to get started. Oh, that's so cute, Pauline. I'm the only one in my family who's left-handed, and and my granddaughter is left-handed. So, so there's a little ditty that I always tell people is, so if you're right-handed, you're controlled by the left side of your brain. And if you're left-handed, you're controlled by the right side of your brain. So technically, we're the only ones in our right mind. But I won't hold it against you. All right? Yes, it is a permanent marker, Sharon. Yeah. And they're archival. So I'm going to put the... yeah, but don't let anybody know that, Pauline. They may figure I'm special, but you know what? I don't know what their definition of special is. Alrighty, so I'm going to put the screen down. So everybody's ready? Okay. So here is this. I think I have this the way I want it. Okay. Oh, 3 lefties in your family. That's not normal, eh? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do mine with the coil at the top. And I'm going to move a little bit closer. I had to move my tea. Are you having tea, Pauline? I'm having some tea. In my Christmas cup. Because it's only like less than 5 months to Christmas. Okay. So I'm going to move over just a little bit so you can see better. I just didn't want all my face in the big on the screen. Okay. All right. How's that? Is that okay? I think so, eh? Alrighty. So, what we're going to start off with is we're going to just draw some lines, some marks. And then at the end, we're going to do a little project. All right? So what I do is I usually, because this paper is very thick, I think it's, let me check for you guys. It is 138 pound. So it's kind of like a heavy watercolor paper. I like this because nothing bleeds through. I don't have to worry about it. But you can use ordinary copy paper. Okay, just don't feel like you have to go and get something special. I really, really want you to know that. The other one is that's cute, Terry. The other thing is I want to be able to keep track of the different marks that I'm making, so that if I want to do a project, then I can go back and have a record of everything. So I'm gonna call this part of our time together the mark catalog. Okay, making marks catalog. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to divide this in 4. Now, I know a lot of people, when they're making marks, they don't make them overly large. But I find that the smaller I draw, and I'm going to do 2 pages, okay? So you can do, if you have 2 sheets, you can do 2 sheets. Just divide it in 4. And you know what? I'm not measuring exactly where half is or anything like that. I'm just drawing 4 lines, okay? Okay, good, Judy. Thank you. All right. I always put my camera on the right-hand side because I find if I put it on the left, then you guys can't even see what I'm doing. So I'm working at learning how to put the screen above me, but right now I don't know how to do that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, if you have a marker, let's just work. Oh, 2 in yours too. Wow. I'm going to just use my marker. Okay. So I want you to feel, just get brave. All right. Just get some brave. So if you're making marks, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can go ahead and you can use a ruler. All right. So I'll show you that one first. All right. Now, so I'm going to use my ruler. Can you see okay? And I'm just going to, just a sec. Okay. I'm going to get shadows, I bet now. Okay. Is that too bright? Might be too bright. Put it over here a little bit and then just, I have to do this before it gets too hot because these lamps get really warm. There, that's a little bit, no, you're going to get shadows. I don't want shadows. There, how's that? Okay. Okay. Hey, Margaret. All right. Oh, it's too bright? Okay, I'll get rid of it. All right. Okay. We'll go back the way we were. All righty. So I'm going to take my ruler. I know, eh? Facebook Lives. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a line. That's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go, so I'm going to stay reasonably close and I'm going to make another line. And then over here, I'm going to make another line. Now, what you want to remember is, so they're not perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Okay? And so this is my first, I'm not getting a really good mark with that. I'm going to try this one. Okay. So, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go across and I'm going to use up this square. Oh, that's better. To do these. And we're not measuring anything. I know that's going to be hard for you, for some of you. Mano, is that hard for you? Because she does quilting, so I think she probably, I think she probably measures everything. But she'll be okay. She could do this. Okay. And then I have this one right here. Okay. So this is our first doodle. Isn't that hard? All right. All righty. Now, the next one we're going to do is we are going to get a little bit fussier, I guess. So what I want you to do is I want you to take and I want you to just draw a line here, just with your marker and a line here. Okay, this is going to be our second one. Is everybody doing okay? Give me some hearts if you're doing okay. Alrighty. I what happens with these little marks is then when we go to do something at the end of the time together, then what we're going to do is we are going to use or incorporate whatever ones you want to use to do our little project. How's that sound? Alrighty. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to draw a line across like this, and I'm going to draw 4 of them. Now, you are going to decide how close you want them together. So if I draw another one here, for example, then some of you might want to put them like close together. Okay? And that's okay. So whatever you decide, okay, we got it there, is what you're going to do. Now, we're going to turn, and don't worry about if you're turning your book or anything. It doesn't matter. All right, this is for you. It's not for anybody else. All right, is everybody okay? All right, so now I'm going to go here, and I'm going to draw a line that way. And I'm going to draw 4 lines here. All right, and all you're going to do is you're going to repeat that. I find it a little bit easier to put the last line in when I'm doing them, and then fill up the space with the 4. All right, so there we go. And you know what? Don't worry. Do you see right here where I went over a little bit? Don't worry about that. For the perfectionists in the group, don't worry about that, because this gives us, oh, I smeared it, it was wet. This gives us some artistic license to play around. Okay. Now, then we're going to come down here, and we're going to do the outside one here again. And then we're going to do our 4 lines inside. And we're going to do that. And you'll see that I usually change the angle of my book. I just find it easier, and I'm writing on top of that coil. I hate that. And oops, I did that wrong. Scratch that off. All right, so we're going to do it again. So this one here, so we did it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did this one here. And we did this one here. Okay, so this one here goes that way. This one goes this way. This one goes this way. And then I'm going to come down. And this one's going to go this way again. When I do this one, it's going to go, it goes the same way as the line that you're drawing, right? So this line came down here. So these are going to go like this. And you know what? These don't have to be pretty. This is our practice. All right. If you were doing them closer together, then when you do your line here, this line would be like really, really close. And I would just do these like this. You see how that's closer? And then I would do my spaces are closer together too. All right. So those are the ones that we did. This one here we just got rid of because we did it wrong. Okay. Everybody okay? Thanks, Jody. All right. So, is everybody ready to make circles? Now, I never ever worry about how round. Oh, thank you, Terry. I never ever worry about how round my circles are. But if you're really, really nervous, all right, you can go ahead and you can use a pencil. And what I find works with a pencil is to go around, oh, thanks, Kathleen, to go around more than one time. So what happens is, I'm going to draw a big one, okay? So if I go around my circle a little more than once, you see how it got rounder as I started doing it? So don't be afraid to go around more than once. So I'm going to do another one here. There. They're not perfect. All right. Mine start really bad sometimes. Like, look at how bad that one was when it started off. Like, right here. Can you see all the little outside lines? But when I kept going around, it helps. Oh, thanks, Juanita. What I would love for you to do is on underneath the posting for the Doodle Time, I would love for you to post some pictures so we get to, you know, cheer everybody on. All right. So then when I come back with my marker on top of these, I can kind of look at it and I can kind of see, oh yeah, that's not so bad. There we go. Oh, that was a little off, but you know what? That's okay. Oh, did I have a shake on that one? That one looks like a dinosaur egg. Oh, well, we won't tell anybody. And then when it dries, okay, and I don't know if that's dry yet or not. The way to know if it's dry is just to put your finger on it like that. Press really, really hard. And then if it doesn't come off in your finger, it's dry. Okay, hopefully. And then all you do is you go back. Oh, my pencil eraser was filthy. I forgot to clean my eraser, guys. Alrighty. And then I go back. My eraser was kind of dirty, but that's okay. You can see that I now have a pretty good circle. All right? Yes, dinosaurs are fun, Mano. Okay, so we got some dinosaur eggs here. We'll call them dinosaur eggs. Are you ready for another one? How's everybody doing? You okay? I want to make sure that everybody's okay. Let me know if you're okay. Are you having fun? I hope so. I've never really shown anybody this before, so it's just, it's been a little bit stressful. Okay, so let's go next. Oh, I know what we want to do. All right, so we really want to have, we really want to be able to play with our pen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw kind of a triangle. All right, so I'll start my first one down here. And I'm just going to draw a triangle. It's kind of wonky, but that's okay. Wonky's good. Yeah, the white erasers are the best way to go. Oh, thank you, guys. You guys, oh, are you? Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay, I don't feel so nervous now. Hello, Katrina. Alrighty. So now, you see how we have... So when I paint... When I do my painting parties, I tell people that I want you to come down and I want you to start here and I want you just to lift. All right. So it's kind of like an airplane coming into land and realizing it hasn't got enough runway and it has to take off again. All right. That's all we're doing. So you're going to come in and land. Oh, not enough runway. And you're going to take off. All right. Thanks, Jude. Sorry for coughing. The air here in Sudbury hasn't been overly good because we have the fire. Oh my goodness, Marianne. I'm getting my merds all mixed up. We have some forest fires northwest of us, and so we're getting a little bit of the air from them, and I just find that sometimes it's a little bit my lungs don't like it. Okay, all right, so now So draw another triangle. So draw it the opposite way this time. All right, like that. Remember, this is our practice. This is our idea catalog. So we get to play from this. Because you know what happens is we'll make a pattern or we'll make a mark and we really, really like it. And if you're like me, I have papers all over the place with those on them. And then I can't remember where it is. And I can't remember exactly what I did. So anyway, so this kind of looks after that problem. All right. So we're going to take, and there's going to be reasons why we're doing certain shapes with certain things in them, but that'll come later. All righty. So we're going to start, remember, we're going to come in and land. The runway's too short, and we're going to take off. Just like that. What do they call it? Flicking the bird? Oops, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Okay. So all we're doing is we're just kind of, and if it goes on top of the other ones, don't worry about it. We're just doing that. All right. So this is a really, really fun little one. Robin, I'm so glad you joined us. And this kind of just gives us some ideas of what we want to do. So now I'm going to turn the page. Is everybody okay? Is it okay if I turn the page? Let me know. And there's a little bit of a delay with things. I'm having fun. Thank you, guys. All right. So now we're going to turn this over. And we're going to... we're going to do some other little marks. So we're going to pretend that we are doing SOS. Does everybody remember the Morse code? All right, so we're going to come here, and I'm going to do, so we're going to do dash and dots. So we're going to do dash, dot, dash, dot. See, they're not all the same. Oh, it's hand-drawn. What do you want? Okay, dash, dot, dash, dot, dash, dot, dash, dot. All right, but we may not feel like doing that. So we may do dash, dash, dot, dash, dash, dot, dash, dash, dot, dash, dash, dot. My tummy's growling. Dash, dash, dot, dash, dash, dot. Okay? Now, what's really fun about this is you can do a whole page, all different ideas. I really love the one that goes dash, dot, dot, dot. Oh, they're not very straight. Dash, dot, dot, dot. 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 Okay? Now, what's really nice about this is you can change it and make it anything that you want. And it's okay. Now, when we think about, talk about cake decorating for a minute. All right. When we do cake decorating, you always have like a little thing that comes back and curls onto itself like that. Can you see that okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to come back up here and you're going to go back over and back at yourself again. You're going to start at the center bottom, come up and and then come back and go back like that. Start at the middle bottom, curl up, go around. If you find it easier to do these in a lined book, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, I'm going to just show you what I mean on one of my things here. Thank you so much, Jody. So I want to just show you. So if you're more comfortable with a lined book, you can use a lined book. So I'm going to just do this a little bit big so you can see it. So when we came here and we did this, and we came up and around and back. And then we start in the center and we come up and around and back. Start at the center, come up, around, and back. And then this way, sometimes people like to have that. They like to have the lines to help them keep things a little bit more uniform, okay? But you're going to find that there's nothing wrong with things not being uniform. We're not a machine, and we don't have to have it perfect. This isn't, you know, we're not doing this on the computer. You know, we're doing this by hand. And I wanted to show you that you don't always have to work on the computer. I'm learning to draw on the computer, but I love this. All right. So this is kind of like that swirly thing. So I'm going to just do the first one again. And this is kind of like that curl that we do when we're doing icing. All right. But another thing that is really fun to link together are hearts. So you're going to take your heart and you're going to go, everybody draws their hearts differently. So that's my first heart. And I'm going to just come from, so some people start in different places. So just play with how you like to draw. Then I'm going to come here and I'm going to just do another one. I'm trying to do this a little bit dark so you can see it. And then I start in the middle again and I come out and down. All right. So all those things, that can be all linked together. Now you could go ahead and take this fella, all right, and you could say, I don't want it to be this plain. So you can go ahead and you can come back here and you could put 3 lines in them. All right. And that would make him look a little different. And you see, the thing to remember about doodling, or some people call it Zentangle or whatever, everybody, it's one line at a time. That's all it is. You just build from that very, very first line. All right. So we're going to go back here. We've done some solid lines. We've done some, I don't know if you call this herringbone or not. We've done some herringbone. We've done some circles, and we've done some swishes. All right. All right. Then we came here and we did some Morse code. And then we did some kind of swirls that I, it's that, the bag that you use to decorate your cakes, you always kind of get like a little shell looking. So that's kind of it. Yes, that's right. Yes, Jody. That makes a lot of sense. Jody said she uses the one that kind of goes back and forth. Like she uses this one when she's making rope. Yeah, that makes sense. Hi, Kimberly. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is, let me see here. Oh, I know what we can do. Oh, this is a good one. I like this. Because things can just go together, all right? So I'm going to go here, I'm going to draw some lines. So I do 7 lines, all right? And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to do like that. Okay, and then I'm going to swish it back and I'm going to go, I'm just drawing lines. All right, but now I'm going to come down here and I'm just going to do some okay. Now I'm going to come back and we're going to change it. Oh, sure. Yes, I can, Barb. So I'm going to start in the crotch of the heart. Because I don't know what else to call it. And I'm going to come out and I'm going to follow that line right here. And I'm going to come out and I just go around and like back and then back. And I never worry about, I always seem to have one side of my, my hearts are a little bit different than the other side, but I like that look. I don't want it to be perfect. All right. Hello, Angelina. Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I've seen you. All right, so here, I'm just going to add a few more here just to kind of make it a little bit bigger so I have something to work with. Okay, so now this is going to kind of look like a basket weave, right? So I'm just going to, and these are just fun lines. Nothing's perfect. All right, and I'm just going to come here and I'm just going to put some in here. And then I'm going to come here and I just do the opposite, right? And down here. These are so fun. I love these. And then you just do this. And look at, it's like a basket weave. Isn't that neat? Oh, come this way. There you go. Like that's really, really fun. And it gives you an idea of what you can do. Now you can break this up and do kinds of things with it. But it's just that idea of making certain marks. Yes, now I'm talking needlepoint. Oh my God, Kim, that is so good. I love that. Kim just posted, hey Mano, we can draw. So now we are going to, I love polka dots. They are one of the things that make me happy. So what we're going to do is, now, if you are really, I just have to reach across everybody. If you are really, really scared of doing things and you're so much a perfectionist, you can get these and they have like down to like a nothing. All right. But we're not going to use that. Mano goes, wahoo. Rhonda says, I'm thinking the same thing. Oh my God. You guys are hilarious. All right. Thank you for making my day. I'm so excited about this. It's going to be hard to wait till next Thursday to do this again. I might have to add another day. Let me know if you want to do this more than once a week. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just draw some dots. All right. So I'm going to, and I draw dots all the time. And you're going to see that they're not perfect, and that's okay. Because these are like pebbles. They're not really circles or polka dots. They're just kind of like, so you see, they're not perfect. Go this way. Yeah. Okay, can you see that? Okay. Thanks, Cynthia. Are you having fun? Is everybody drawing with me? Where do I get what? Alrighty. Now, we have this little bunch of circles, but I'm going to do another little bunch. All right. So I'm going to draw kind of a big one, and then I'm going to draw, see how you kind of just put all your different sizes together, and it looks like kind of like we have circles, but it's kind of like a cobblestone. Oh, good, Rhonda. Don't forget, everybody. Oh, I'm glad you're not driving, Denise. Yeah. Oh, you and your mom. Oh, fabulous. Oh, Juanita, thank you so much. So what I want you to do is, I want you to just use different sizes. And it's, like I said, it's kind of like a cobblestone. Okay, thanks, Terry. But don't forget to post some pictures, everybody. I'm so excited. Okay. All right, so there we go. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to take my marker And you see, it doesn't matter if they're not perfect because I'm going to just color in around. The, there we go. So I'm going to just color around all these spaces. All right, so I'm going to just come around here. And you'll see why I'm showing you this in a little bit. Alrighty. I'm so glad everybody came out to join me today. So what are you thinking, people? Do you think we should do it more than one day a week? The circle stencil, yeah, I got them at I got them at Staples, sorry. Staplers. This is the make of it. Right, bring it here. Nope, wrong way. Oh my God, there you go. That's the make of it. Okay. All right, I hardly ever use it. If I'm having a really bad day, sometimes I'll use it. So you see how we're just going to go around and color them? Look how much they change when you do that. Okay? Alrighty. So, I don't know how long we've been. What time of day is it anyway, guys? Alright, is everybody still okay? Yeah, Bridget, I got mine at Staples. You might be able to get them at Michael's. I can't remember. They have that one section where there's like drafting stuff. So you might be able to get it there, but I'm not really sure. And we don't have like Hobby Lobby or anything like that here in Canada. So yeah, so I didn't tell everybody. For you, because most of you know. If you don't know, I'm in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada. So Sudbury, Ontario, Canada is about 4 hours north of Toronto. And yeah, it's a great place to live. And the city of Greater Sudbury has over 300 lakes in it. So there's a lot of water here. All right. Okay, so is everybody ready for their project? Let me know. I don't know how long we've been on. Yes, they do. I think, I don't know if this is a Sadler or not. No, it's not. This is a Pentel. The nice thing about the shop, okay, thanks, Judy. The nice thing about the Sharpies is they're not as expensive usually as the other ones. And I always, if you're going to use a Sharpie, thanks, Denise. If you're going to use a Sharpie, just make sure it's the finest nib that you can get. All right? Okay. So, is everybody ready? Okie dokie. We're going to do a flower. Is everybody ready to do a flower? Okay. So, what I want you to do is on your piece of paper, I want you to put in today's date. All right? So, we're going to put in Thursday, July. What's the date today? Shoot. Saturday's the 31st. So it's the 29th? Is it the 29th today, guys? Oh my God, it's terrible. I don't even know. I think it's the 29th. Thanks. And you're going to do 2021. Now, you can put that on these pages also. Okay? So you can put July 29, 2021. And the reason why I want you to do that, can anybody tell me why I want you to do that? Oh, thanks, Juanita. Does anybody know why I want you to do this? Any idea? Share with us if you think you know. Oh, thanks, Rhonda. Yeah, that's exactly why. I want you to be able to see your progress or your improvements or how you change, because we all change. Like, you know, they say the what do they say? The only constant in life is change, right? So, and because when you evolve, you're not going to draw the same way that you do today. Yeah, you're going to measure your progress. And that's really, it's really fun. I remember when I first started drawing faces, I wrote down, I numbered each one. And I did them all in 8 hours. So I drew one right after the other. And it was crazy on how much they changed in that 8 hours. And all that is practice. So what I want you to understand is you do not have to have this, people say, oh, well, you know, I don't have that talent. No, but you can have the skill, right? So all this is, it's art and drawing and painting. It's like sewing, anything that we do, right? Kim does all kinds of crafts. Judy does all kinds of, she does upcycling. Mano does quilting. All those kinds of girls, okay? What happens is, to get ready for the main event, thank you, Terry, is the more they do it, the better they get. So it's like singing. Singing is a muscle, right? So the stronger, the more you sing and practice, the stronger the muscle gets. So what happens is the more we do this and we practice this, then your muscle is going to remember it, and there's going to be muscle memory. So this is what's important, okay? All righty. That was my lecture for the day. How's that? All righty. So you still haven't told me if you want to do this more than one day a week. Let me know. All right. So we're going to do a flower. Now, this is not going to be a hard flower. I want you to understand that. All right. So do you remember when we did the circle? So here, remember we did the circle? All right. So I want you to do a circle. And we're going to go just around and around. I just use my, my shoulder. You notice I'm not using my, my wrist. So mine's a little bit ovally. So today we're doing an oval. I never really get worried about that, because we may not be looking down on the flower. We may be looking on an angle at the flower. So therefore, I did it right, because now it's not going to be round. It's going to be oblong because of the angle I'm looking at it. You see, as Marie Forleo says, everything is figure-outable. All right? If you don't know who Marie Forleo is, you've got to check her out. She's from New York. That should explain some of her speech. And she's hilarious. Okay, so, yes, I need all the practice I can get. Yeah, but we all do. Okay? Alrighty, so now we got our circle. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to say, we're going to go east and west. So we're going to do a line here and a line here. And I kind of just lightly go through the center. Okay? Remember, this is our practice flower. It's okay. And this flower is so unique and so special that it can't be found anywhere except in your book. It's not in a garden. It's nowhere else. It's just in your book. Okay? Or on your sheet of paper. And then I'm going to turn and I'm going to, let me see here. I got to make this more, we'll make that straight up and down. Oh, there we go. Okay. And then I'm going to go from here and I'm going to go across like this. And then I'm going to go, and these may not be all, oh, that's not even for sure. Okay, this one's going to come out about here. And this one, this is a big, these are going to be big petals. There you go, here and down here. Okay? How's that? Has everybody got, okay, we just have to work on the reflection here when I'm doing this. I think I need to get a lamp. All right. Yeah, and we all, you know what? We all have our own way of doing things. You know, but I want you to understand. I always have fun, Margaret. Oh, I used to work with Margaret. She's adorable. So anyway, I want you to know that it doesn't have to be perfect. Nature has all kinds of examples of things that are not perfect. The reason why I'm putting the lines here is what happens is if I try to just draw a circle and just do my petals around it, sometimes they can get really, really sideways, for lack of a better term. So this one here, it helps me orientate them all towards the center. All right. So there's different kinds of petals that we can do. So we can do, so I'm going to show you. All right. So we can do a round petal like that. You can do a petal like that. You can do a petal like that. Okay. So there's all kinds of, okay, let's turn this the right way. Different ways of doing petals. Okay. So this one here, I think I'm going to do kind of like the wonky one, because that's, you know. Now, if you want to go around the outside of your circle to kind of help you decide where these petals are going to go, then don't use your wrist, just use your shoulder, and you can go around it like that. Okay? How's that? Alrighty. Yeah, I don't have a fine tip Sharpie to show you how to do it with a Sharpie, because I usually use Micron. No, I don't. Oh, maybe I do. Hold on. Maybe I lied. I do. Okay, I'm going to use a Sharpie. So this is the ultra fine tip. That one. Oh, come down here. Okay, so I'll use a Sharpie to show you. All right, so now that I have all my circles, all this is just going to help me. Now, when you get so, yeah, it looks like a pie. But when you get to do this more and more and more, then what happens is you can go ahead and start, hello, Lise. You can go ahead and decide whether or not you want to do all this work first. All right, you don't have to. But I know that you're, hello, Betty. I know that you're a little bit apprehensive and you're not really sure. So I really want you to feel comfortable doing this. The important thing to remember is these are not all going to look the same. All right? This is not a cookie cutter flower. This is a very, very special flower, and it's like just our flower. All right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my center circle in. And believe me, that is not round. Okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw my first petal. I'm going to come in a little bit here, and then I'm going to come out to here, and I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to come in here. Okay? So this is what I did for my first one. Can everybody see that okay? Alrighty. Hello, Bev. Alrighty. So now we're going to do our next one. And we're going to start here. So I'm coming in, see where your line is right here? I'm coming in a little bit from here. And I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to just kind of dip down and come here. So this one here comes in a little bit more, but that's okay. All right? And we're going to continue this all the way around the flower. So I always come in a little bit from the bottom, go here. I always start off much nicer than when I end them. They always end kind of abruptly. I'll try not to do that this time. How's that? And then I'm going to do my next one. There we go. There's a less abrupt one. And then I'm going to do, sorry guys, I turn my book a lot. Are you like me? You turn your book a lot? So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to come out, and I'm going to go down. And we need another wonky one here. There we go. Wonky's good. And then we're going to do another one here. And look at how fast that goes. Hey, look at that. Oh my God. We have a flower. Okay. Like, look how easy that was. Now you could have done, I like to do them wonky because then I don't have to worry about how perfect they are. Because sometimes I can get, yes, it does. It reminds me of a Tudor rose also. Never thought of that. Alrighty. So now, are you ready to move on? How's everybody doing? Do you have your flower outline drawn? Let me know if you've got it done. Let's say ready. Ready, Freddie. Aw, thanks, Bridget. I can't believe how many are online with me today. I'm excited. Thank you, guys. This is so nice. Aw, thanks, Terry. Aw, thanks, Denise. You guys are so great. Oh my goodness, I love it. Ready, Freddie? Yes. Alrighty. So now we are going to move. Thanks, Justin. Are you drawing with us, Justin? I hope you're drawing with us. You can use these kind of things on what you do. Ready? Ready. Okay. Thank you so much, Rhonda. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do the center. Can anybody guess what of the doodles that we just did, or our mark making, we're going to put in the center? Can anybody guess which one it's going to be? So you have some choices, right? So it's either one of these, or it's one of these. Which do you think it's going to be? Let me know. Yes, you're right, Rhonda. Yes. So what you're going to do is we are going to fill our circle, our center, with not so perfect circles. How does that sound? Okay. Yeah, pebbles. Right. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a big one here. And I want you just to work along, and I usually put in some big ones first. I'll be honest. And I make sure that, that they don't all, like some of them go there. Okay. So you can have them on the edge. They're living on the edge. Right? And then we're going to do some smaller ones. Isn't it nice to know that they don't have to be perfect? I think that's what stops so many people from doing things. And yeah, I mean, that was a horrible circle, but that's okay. We're okay with that. That's kind of a lumpy rock. How's that? And I just kind of, I'll do some littler ones. Let's see here. We can do some here. Maybe a little one there. Maybe a littler one there. And all I do is I just keep filling. When I do this, it always reminds me of the Flintstones. And I honestly don't know why, but it always reminds me of the Flintstones. So I guess it was just my upbringing, right? I don't know. I usually, and I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed, but I usually make, if you're right-handed, guys, do you go from the left to the right or the right to the left? When I draw my circles, I always go right to left. But I don't know if other people do them different. Is everybody okay still for time? I don't want to take up everybody's day. Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, Kathleen, you mean so much to me. I know, eh? I really, really appreciate that. I love you guys. I think you guys are so great for spending some time with me. It was very scary for me calling to because I didn't think you know how you get to, you think you're not good enough and that kind of stuff. And I was, I didn't want people to think that I was being boastful or, that kind of stuff. So this has been, this has been a little difficult. Okay, so now that you have gotten all those in, what are we going to do next? Can anybody tell me what we're going to do next? You don't know? Yes, you do. Come on, guys. You know what we're going to do next. I love all the hearts. You guys are amazing. Oh, my goodness. I could do this all the time. I love seeing you guys do things. Okay, so does anybody know what we're going to do next? Can you give me some information, please? Yes. Lori, you are so good. Are you having fun, Lori? I hope you're having fun. Yes. So we're going to fill it in. Okay? And you're going to love how this makes, you can make more circles if you want. Okay? I'm just doing many this time. Fill it in. Yes, ma'am. We're going to fill in the round circles. I find this is very relaxing. It's funny, and I don't know if you've noticed or not, but as we draw, and we sit here and we, fill these in and spend this time together, I find it brings back memories of things. When I do this, I think, my sister Judy's on here, I think. This reminds me of the beach on the left side of the dock, Jude. The one side of it was funny, where my dad built the dock, one side of the dock was solid pebbles. And there was, all the old bark and stuff like that. Oh my God, Kim, you're so amazing. The one side, so all the dead wood and the bark would get in between all the rocks like this. And it would look like a cobblestone floor. It was amazing. The other side was gravel, but this was the other side. They were tighter, more tightly together than this is, but this is what it reminds me of. And I do have to say that as a family, we were so fortunate to have a camp, and it was on a lake called Lake Wanapate, which means big water. And it was such a great place to spend our summers growing up. we used to play, now this is going to age me because, we used to play Sea Hunt. There used to be a show on television called Sea Hunt, and we used to play Sea Hunt. I mean, there was 5 kids. We didn't need any friends. We had, well, except when we were fighting. We didn't need a whole lot of friends around us because there was a lot of us. So, yeah. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Terry. So now we're going to just color this all in. And I want you to, you don't have to be really fussy, all right? You can get a little sloppy if you want. But what happens is if there's a circle that you really don't like, by doing this, it enables you to fix it, right? So what's the old saying is there's no mistakes in art, there's only possibilities. All right, so this gives you, the opportunity to look at something and say, well, that's not exactly what it was going to be, but it's pretty great. All right, so now we've got this almost all colored in. And like I said, the more circles you have, the less time it takes, right? But this is a great, see how I just kind of fixed that one a little bit? This is a really great center to do for a whimsical sunflower. And you can use it, for all kinds of little things. I did, oh, I can show you this. So this is a child's frame that I did. And instead of doing it with a thing, I did the dots are paint. Okay? And then I did my edges like that. So that's an example that I did with just an easy flower. Okay? All right. Now, so we're almost done. And see what happens is when you made your smaller circles, yeah, I know, eh, Minnow? It is very, very relaxing. Yes, that's always my motto. Yeah, no mistakes, just possibilities. All right. Pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and start all over again. I firmly believe that. Even when it gets really shitty. Oh, sorry, shouldn't say that. Okay, now, so does everybody have their center colored in yet? Let me know when you have it done so that I can move on to our next step. Ooh, I'm excited. Are you having fun, guys? I hope you're having fun. But isn't it amazing how drawing lines and scribbles can create something pretty amazing? Oh, hi, Bob. That's exactly right. Only creative opportunities. You are so right, Menno. We spend so much time worrying about it's, whether it's perfect enough. It is. If you look in nature, nothing is absolutely perfect. I mean, look at the bark on the tree, how many, things there is about those. Okay, so now we've got this all done. Now what I want to do is I just want to thicken that line all the way around. So this is when I will come here and I could just kind of go back and forth like this, guys. And I make it a little bit thicker. And it's okay if it's a jagged line. It's like when you clean your house. If you've missed a spot or anything, you worry about whether you missed a spot. Well, if anybody's looking that close to find out whether you've missed a spot, then give them something to look at. Okay? Make it worth their while. So I'm going to just round this off because I wasn't happy with that. There you go. Okay. And then I'm just kind of thickening it just a little bit. Now remember, what I like about the markers is they go right over the pencil. And so when I do this, like when I do this top part that's really black, there, how's that? Okay? What I usually do with this is, yeah, you're drawing as you and your hand. You're right. So when you're drawing, you draw right over top of the pencil. But when I do this really dark part, I wouldn't try to erase anything probably till tomorrow. Because I really want to make sure, like, because see, that's really quite thick. Okay? Alrighty. Now, I think I want to maybe thicken my line a little bit here. No, let's not do that. Hold on. Okay. Is everybody ready to move on? Okay. So now, remember I had you draw different shapes and stuff? So this is why we drew this. We want it for our petals. Okay? So now what we're going to do, I usually try to start in the center because sometimes I can get it really wonky. And wonky's okay sometimes, but we don't want it that way all the time. All right? So we're going to come back in here and I'm going to start. So I come down and I land and then I take off. I come down, land, take off. And you know what? I want them all to be different lengths. Okay? And that's all we're doing. And you can do as many in here as you want to. Whatever your little heart desires. And if they cross each other, that's okay. You just want to make sure that there's different lengths. Because when you look at a flower, they're not usually all the same anyway. Okay? So then you're going to move on to the next one. And you're going to start in the center again. And I just kind of, you can just go right from your elbow if you want. And you just lift. Make sure that plane doesn't crash. Okay? And I just come back in and I just play. All right? And by making that, the outside line of the center of the flower a little bit thicker, what it does is it allows us to have a starting point. Instead of just on a thin line, we have a little bit of a thicker area. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. And we're just going to go, like I said, all different lengths. This marker is very juicy. Ooh, it's like there are lots of ink in it. Yeah, just like that. And look at how much it's coming together, guys. Like you're making an amazing, amazing flower. And what was it? One line at a time. All right? I want you to remember that. It's one line at a time. So we're almost done. Oops. That one got carried away. There's a... Yep. That's okay. It'll look fine. All right. So then you come in here and you're starting here in the center. And like I said, I try to make sure that they're different lengths. Just keeps it more interesting. And you're just going to keep going around and around and around. This is very juicy, this pen. Whoa. I don't like when they blot. It's like, I don't know how you guys are, but it's like when I have a ballpoint pen. I'm forever cleaning off the tip. Because I hate, you know, when you have your pen like that. And I'm forever, I have like a paper towel or something. Oh, there, Kleenex. Okay. And I'm forever doing this so that I can get my tip of my pen. You know, it's just a oh, it's 85-ish out, Judy? Woo. Yeah, man, no. That, you know what? I think it's, because we all look at the finished picture. You know, it's like when you say, it's like with your quilting, right? You have people that look at it and go, oh, I could never do that. Well, no, you're not, it's number one, it's not going to look like that. But number two is, you're just going to get overwhelmed by looking at the final product. The final product didn't start off as a final product, you know? So, yeah. Well, you know, and Kathleen, I find too, what happens is it gives us a starting point. Like I find sometimes we just don't know where to start. And I'm very much like that. I mean, if I need to have, I need to have a starting point. And sometimes, yeah. Judy wants to paint this now. Yeah. Well, you guys, you know what? You guys are going to post your pictures, all right, on Marianne's Makery. And Kathleen, can they just post underneath the one I did that showed them the event? I'm not really sure how to go about doing that. If you could help me, I'd appreciate that. Because Kathleen is amazing. She teaches Illustrator on the iPad. So, so you need to check out Kathleen. She's amazing. And she's down in the US of A. Oh, look what I did. Oh my goodness. Well, we pretend it's not there. Alrighty. How you doing, guys? Are you doing okay? Okay. Yeah, so wherever you saw the one with the big letter A. By the way, that big letter A is my own alphabet. Yeah, I created that. Okay, I'm not really sure how to do that, Kim. So, how do you like that? Are you happy? I'm very happy. So I'm going to let this sit until tomorrow, guys. Okay? Because I want it to be really dry before I start rubbing an eraser on it. All right? So I'm going to move it up. Alrighty. Oh, now I'm really close to the camera. Oh my God. Alright, I didn't want to be that close. Alrighty. Yeah, I didn't want it to be cluttered. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Jody. So, are you happy with it? I'm really happy. Like I'm really happy with how that turned out. But what's really nice is every week you're going to be able to go back and you're going to be able to see because you dated. Oops, there you go. Because you dated it. You're going to be able to go back and say, okay, this is what I did. The very, very, very first doodle that I did. All right. So I want you to post your doodle. If you do more, let me see them. All right. And we will do, so the structure is going to be that we're going to try to do. Kim goes, nice job, I made a flower. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Oh, you go back to teaching. Oh my God. Our kids don't go back till after Labor Day here. So, you know, so make sure you date everything. All right. And if you want, even if you're doing photocopy paper, you can get the sleeves or 3-hole punch them or whatever and put them in a binder so you've got something to work from. Okay? So I want you to have some fun. Now you could have done the inside here as that basket crosshatch kind of thing. Okay, but I really like the little dots in the center. All right. Now, does anybody? Yes, I do. I do. I want you to post a flower, please. I would love that. Okay. Because see the one I did back up there. See, that's another one that's a little bit different. All right. So this was kind of just a warm up to help you guys. I'll go this way, Marianne. Here you go. This was just. Yes, they do. They look 3D. Yeah. I love the dots. I love dots. I love realistic. I really, really do. I don't do it well because my hand always goes here. And I think what we kind of all have to do is we just kind of have to embrace that and say, it's okay. You know, as much as I love what other people do, that's not what my hand does and not my head. So I have to learn to do this kind of thing and say it's okay. And I think yes, I think that it's kind of a fun thing to be able to finally just look at something and say, I can't wait, you know? So my question to you is, would you like to do this twice a week? I need to know that. So we could do it on Thursdays and Mondays at the same time, if you want to do that. Let me know what you think. What was that, Terry? You were thinking the same thing. Let me go back and see. Okay, so Kim's okay for once a week. Okay. Okay, Terry. Okay. Oh, I could do a morning and then an afternoon on Thursday. How's that? All right, so what? I'm not a really early morning person, girls. So, how about... How about we do, is 11 or 10? 10 or 11 on Mondays. Which do you think would be better? I can't do it any earlier. Okay, how about we do 11? All right, so we're going to write this down because if I don't, my not 20-year-old brain will not remember. So we're going to do Mondays at 11 a.m. and Thursdays at 2 p.m. How's that? I can't wait. I'm having fun. Okay, so everybody made me feel so comfortable. I really, really want to thank you for that. I will... was the angle okay with the camera? Is it okay if I leave it like that, or do I need to... I need a haircut. Or do I need to change that? No, it's perfect? Okay. Alrighty. So, remember, Monday at 10. Thanks. Monday at 10. Thursdays at 2. You're going to post what you did today. All right? So you can post your little markings, your marks, your paper marks, and you can post the flowers too. All right? Oh, tell your mom I'm so glad she was here. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, thanks, Jody. All right, so I'm not going to keep everybody. I just want to, yes, that's what we're going to do, Kathleen. Monday at 11 and Thursdays at 2. All right? And I'm online sometimes, other times to do other things, but I want to keep this separate for what we're doing. And Kim says I need to start a thread. Okay, I'll have to figure that out. Yes, Eastern time zone. So keep an eye on my Facebook page because I got to figure out how to do a thread because I don't know how to do that. So Kim, you're on. You got to show me how to do this because I have no idea what I'm doing. All right. So thank you so much, guys. I have a great, great day. And, thanks, Menno. And I hope to see you back, and I hope you get to share. Okay? Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you soon. Love you guys. Now, make sure you be good. Okay? That's important. All right, sweetheart. Bye-bye.